Hi, God. Thanks for the shine. Hello, people. I'm one of the people. Let's hang out. Okay, so we were on the Twitter and we were hanging out, and then we saw this came across our feed right here. And then, this, I don't know who this entity is right here, but, it just popped up on my feed because, the people are just going at it. And then they're battling, some of these so-called trolls right here. Right. And then it says right here, it says, your reading comprehension is no better than dogs. Right. See the rights ? Right. And then he says right here, irrelevant by your own standards. Right. And then it says right here, it says, California voters put abortion rights in state's constitution. Okay. And then I was like, oh, really? Okay. Because I happen to be out here in Cali right now. And, that's just one of my jams is that I love to hang out in the Constitution. So then I was like, okay, I'm reading this little news bit right here where it says the California Constitution will protect the rights to an abortion, right? Check out the words. After residents, you see the words, on Tuesday passed a ballot initiative to enshrine the rights in the state's governing documents, man. So you have to ask yourself, what exactly is a resident? Is a resident a people? I don't think so. So right now off this rip right here, man, I don't know who this man is. He's probably, we just call him a troll, so the troll is asking these questions and he doesn't even know what's up because right even here in the headline, it's not talking about the people. Okay, so this is what we do, man. We always like to show the words, man. So we were hanging out with my man David Jose, shout out, bro, right? And then he was going on and he was just educating the people on the state's constitutions. So we're just going to hang out in the constitutions that he was hanging out in today. So here goes Article 1, Virginia Constitution, right? And then when you scroll all the way down, and then you look at Section 2, and then it says, people, the source of power, right? So where does all the power come from? By God. It comes from the people. Okay, so the people create constitutions that allow our public servants to operate in, right? So it says it right here. It says that all power is vested in and consequently derived from who? The people. It doesn't say from residents. It doesn't say from public servants. It doesn't say from the governor. It doesn't say from the legislator. It doesn't say from the judicial. It says from the people, right? And then if you keep it going, it says the magistrates, which are servants, are their trustees, which are servants, and servants, which are servants, right? And at all times amenable to them. Who is them? The people. Okay, so right now, off the rip, we're showing that this entity right here, whoever this is, this Jim Lucas individual, doesn't know how to read, right? So he's talking about reading comprehension, and this man or woman, whatever, they can't even read, okay? So let's keep it going. So then we're going to hop off into another constitution, right? So this is that show me state, man. What's up, Missouri? So this is coming from Missouri, Article 1, and then we scroll all the way down, and then which one were we reading? Yeah, we were reading Section 3, man. So we're just rehashing what Dave was going over today, right? It says, check out Section 3. It says powers of the people over internal affairs, constitution, and form of government, man. So the people are the power over it, right? So check out the duty and obligation of the people, right? It says that the people of this state, meaning all states, right, have the inherent, sole, and exclusive right to regulate the internal government, okay? It doesn't say the mayor, right? It doesn't say the governor. It doesn't say the legislature. It doesn't say the judicial. It doesn't say the executive, right? So whatever we the people put down on paper, that's how it is, man. So that's what's written, and you're supposed to follow what's written, okay? So let's go back to this entity right here. Your reading comprehension is not very high, man. So you might have to go get a refund on your school, okay? Let's keep it going. And to alter, this is what the people can do. And police thereof, right? So what do? This is what the people are supposed to do, man. So we are the trust protectors, okay? Not our servants, all right? So let's keep it going, right? It says, and police thereof. And to alter and abolish their constitution and form of government whenever they may deem it necessary to their safety and happiness, man. So check this out right here, man. So when you go and you look up the term abortion, what does it say? Abortion is the termination of a pregnancy. We're going to stop right there, right? So what does terminate mean? That means to stop. That means to end. What is pregnancy? Pregnancy is when a man or a woman get together and then they hook up, right? And then they produce a life, right? That new life is either going to be a man or a woman. I'm sorry we have to talk about it like this, man, because a lot of people get lost in the sauce and they talk about abortion and then pregnancy and termination and embryo and fetus, man. So a fetus is what we call a little people or a little man or a little woman, man. It's one of the people, right? And it happens to be hanging out in the mother, who the mother is the trustee for that man or that woman that will be birthed, man. That's just how it is, man. So they're always tricking you with the words, and then whoever creates the words, they control those words, man. So that's why they're always trying to move you over and talk about abortion, or they talk about termination, or they talk about embryo or fetus, man. It's real simple. What is it, right? What is it that is actually inside of the mother in the womb? It's either a man or it's a woman, man. That's what it is, what we call a baby, okay? So once again, this entity right here, his reading comprehension is not very high, man. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it going, right? So that's what that is, where it says right here, the form of government whenever they may deem, meaning the people may deem it necessary to their safety, right? So are you safe if you happen to be, hanging out in someone, called mom, and you're in the womb and you can't speak and you can't defend yourself or you can't do anything, and mother happens to be the trustee of you at that time because, that's just her duty and obligation. And then the mother says, I no longer wish to care for this little man or this little woman that happens to be inside of my body, and I'm just going to eliminate it and I'm going to terminate it, which means kill. Okay, so when you terminate something and you terminate one of the people, we call that killing, man. So you can call it whatever you want, man, but as written, that's called murder. Okay, so let's keep it going, right? So look at this Tennessee Constitution right here, right? So we're going to show you again. It says that all power is inherent in the people. Inherent means it's a God-given right. Okay, that's it, man. That's what's up. So thank you, Father. Thank you, Christ, for hooking us up with this knowledge, man. So check this out right here. It says, and all free governments, right, are founded on their authority. Okay, so the government of California is founded on the authority of we the people, man. Period. The end, man. It's not founded on the executive. It's not founded on the legislature. It's not founded on the judicial, right? They did not find our government. The people decided to come together, to voluntarily associate together and create a political entity called the government, man. That's just how it is, man. And we got a lot of people out there that aren't that smart, and then they go off and then they keep, reposting things like this. California voters put abortion rights on state constitution. That's not true, man. That's called a hoax right there, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep it going, man. Where were we? So we were in the Tennessee. So let's go ahead and travel back to California Constitution, 1849, where you go and you see Article I, Declaration of Rights, right? Section 1 says it right here. It says all men are by nature free and independent, man. Period. The end, man. So if you're in the womb of mother, right, and then you have to hang out in there for a certain amount of time before you can come out and breathe your first breath, man, then mother has a responsibility. Mother has a fiduciary responsibility as a trustee of your body, to protect you and make sure that you will be born free, man. That's just how it is, man. That is a God-given right, man. And have certain inalienable rights, right? So the same way that medical people think that they can, have power of attorney over a so-called patient, right? That's what mother is supposed to be doing for the little baby. Okay, the little baby is either a little man or a little woman, man. Period. The end. Okay, it says among which are those of enjoying and defending life and liberty, man. So a way of defending life and liberty is saying you cannot terminate a pregnancy. Why? Because that is what we call murder. What is that you're killing? You are killing either a little man or a little woman, right? They're not a man or not a woman yet because they have to go through a process called birth, right? This is how they are born. Right, and then the mother, who happens to be the one who's maintaining the body, so then the little baby can be birthed. She has that responsibility, man. So she too also has to defend the life and the liberty of the life called the baby inside of the womb, man. That's what's up, okay? So let's go ahead and fast forward right here to, California Constitution, where they said that they amended it, right? And then you go and then you see Section 1, right? So Declaration of Rights. This is on Ballotpedia, right? And then if you see Section 1 and then you see what the words say right there, it says, We read this. All people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights, right? And then when you scroll down, right, and then you see section 1.1. This is that so-called amendment that they did, man, which happened, on November 8th, 2022, man. It's that Prop 1. And it says, section 1.1 says this right here. The state, right? You see, there's a difference, right? It says all people are by nature free, right? And then it says on 1.1, the state. Who is the state? What is the state? The state is what we call the servant of the people, okay? And it says right here, the state shall not deny or interfere with an individual's. Okay, so what is an individual? Right, is an individual a man? Is an individual a woman? Right, is an individual one of the people? I don't think so. Right, reproductive rights, man. So we're just gonna stop right there, because when you see the words alone, man, you're seeing how they're tricking you, man. They're calling the words something other than the people, man. So it says all people are by nature free, and then it says the state shall not, man. So this is what we call a limiting thing that the state cannot do to the people, man. So it's saying we can't interfere with an individual's reproductive freedom, right? So what exactly is an individual? Is it one of the people? We want your answer, right? What is reproductive freedom? Is that what you call pregnancy? We want your answer, man. In their most intimate decisions. What is an intimate decision, right? What exactly are these terms that you're throwing out there, right? And this is how you guys get tricked, man. And then this is how you let people with, low IQs, who sit out there and they try to say your reading comprehension is no better than dogs, man. Whatever that means, man. So this entity right here called Jim Lucas, we don't think you know what's up, man. We really don't think you know what's up as far as our comprehension is concerned, because you're sitting out here saying the California, or at least you're putting it up here on the Twitter post, is saying the California Constitution, and then the voters put abortion rights. Nowhere on there does it say abortion rights, man. Nowhere on here do you see abortion. It says reproductive freedom, right? So what exactly is reproductive freedom? Now, so if all people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights, among these are enjoying and defending life, right? So does it say that reproductive freedom allows you to terminate someone's life or stop someone's life? Right? Does it say that? I don't think so. Does it say that you can interfere with the ability of one of the people who has not yet birthed from acquiring, possessing, and protecting their property? Their body is their property. Does it say that in reproductive freedom? Are you giving that up? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and keep it going, man. We're going to show you another bit right here, man. So this is in that Exodus chapter 20, right? And this is what we call the commandments, so these are the laws that God has already written for us, right? It says it right here. It says, and God spake all these words, saying, man, first off, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Thank you, Father, for bringing us out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thank you, Father. But a lot of you people like to be in the house of bondage still, man. And, we think that this entity right here likes to still be in bondage, okay? So let's go ahead and keep it going. Right, so it says we're going to scroll all the way down, right? And then we're going to go ahead and get right here on 13, right? It says, thou shalt not kill, right? So what do we call killing, right? Killing is stopping or terminating the life of another man or another woman, man, even if they're not born yet, man, even if they can't speak because they don't have the ability to be able to speak, man. We call that a trust, man. So there has to be a trust between the man and the woman when they get together, and then they say, we will be fruitful and we will multiply and we will have babies, right? And when we have babies, we call that being pregnant, right? But if you terminate a pregnancy, that means that you are stopping the life of another man or another woman who has not yet been born, man. And you may be able to trick the people with the words right here, man. Those people with the low IQs, because they're going to sit out there and say abortion, right? Or they're going to sit out there and say it's not a man, it's not a woman, it's an embryo or a fetus, right? They just trick you with the words, man. But we're here to show you what's up right now, man. So this entity right here, man, I'm just going to say, that's just one of the people. I was like my sister Violet was saying, just stop hanging out with these people, man, because they don't know what's up. They keep getting you trapped. They keep trying to trap you in a series of words, and then it doesn't mean anything, because you can clearly go and see the California Constitution did not put abortion abortion rights in the state's constitution. They put something called reproductive freedoms or something like that, which is meaningless, right? Because you cannot stop a man or a woman from killing. You cannot say that a man or a woman can kill another man or a woman even at birth, man, even before they have came out of the womb, man. You just can't do that, man. It's against God's law, man. Thou shalt not kill. All right, so we're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload this. We just had to get this off of our heart right now, man. Because we got so many people out here, in the realm. They don't know what the law is, man. And they just sit out here and they just go blah, 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 blah. And, the California Constitution will protect. No, it's not, man. It is not at all, man. You just have a lot of dummies out there who don't know how to read, right? Just go on Ballotpedia like we just showed you and read the state's constitution, and then show me on the state's constitution where it says that you have the ability to kill, right? Just show me, man. And if you can show me that in any type of words that we the people have written in the constitutions, man, then I'll eat this presentation right here, man. I'll step back and say, please forgive me. I was confused because I must be one of those men who cannot read the words for what they are, man, as written. Okay. All right. We're done. We're going to put this together. We're going to upload it and we're going to see how it flows. I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.